What's up, hustlers? What's going on, man? As y'all know, if y'all been frequenting the channel or coming through saying what's up with your boy, I've been doing the gig work for almost 7 years now. Started primarily with Doordash. Now, when I was doing it back in my day, I sound like the old school old man now, but back in my day, back in 2019, when I originally started Doordash, they used to have the red card. I think they still do have them now. But back then, you only needed the red card to do raw restaurant orders. To do a restaurant order that wasn't partnered with Doordash, was just a whole nother can of worms, maybe even a whole other video in itself. But long story short, Doordash will send you an order and pay you a little bit more to swipe and, you know, pay for the order or whatever. I didn't like them orders. I couldn't stand them. I used to always decline them orders. And eventually, we got to the point where we are now when they start doing shop and deliver orders. Meaning you go to a Walgreens, a Target or something like that, and you shop for the order and then you swipe and pay for it with your DoorDash red card. I really didn't like that. And I know people gonna come to me, they make a lot of good money just doing shop pay orders. It's just preference based. So don't beat me up in the comments. I understand it's a lot of money in it. Shout out to people like Hustle CLE. He is showing that it's a lot of money in shopping delivers with shopping pays with Uber Eats and Doordash. I ain't never knocking it. I've seen the way. I know it's just a personal thing. I just suck at shopping. No offense to nobody else. So I try to avoid it. Now back in the day when they started to integrate the shop and pay orders, when it started to kind of take off and I started to see it a little bit more than really real, like constantly like see it, I'm like, okay, it's starting to come around. I used to say I lost my red card. So they take it off. So any red card orders wouldn't hit my phone. Not one, which was great. I was cool selling. It's like, oh, you want to reorder your red card? Yeah, I would do it. I wouldn't reorder it. I wouldn't even, whatever. Because I didn't want to do shop and pay orders. So that those orders wouldn't hit my phone. Eventually, Doordash finally, after all these years, made a setting in Dash preferences that lets us choose which orders we want to receive or not. Some of them. I ain't gonna say all together, because if that was decent, we would have been it would have been decent if you could choose for restaurants or time. It's all tight. So it'll give us a little bit of control, a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of it, which is cool. Now the 3 sets I got, which I'm gonna put a screenshot somewhere probably over here of me. I have turned off in these preferences. I have turned off all alcohol deliveries, cash on demand deliveries, and shop and pay deliveries. I don't like them 3. I'm sorry. I used to, and this really kind of hurts me too, because I used to be a big fan of alcohol deliveries. That used to be my stuff. But eventually it got irritating. It used to be a couple of reasons. One, they used to have, back a couple years ago, they used to have a higher base pay on alcohol. So you used to get higher base pay and then plus tip. So like an average alcohol be like $15 something for your household. But then y'all already know the story. Base pay started falling, and now we have with that. So now most alcohol deliveries that I've seen, I haven't checked recently, I'm not for the lie to y'all, but when I had it on a couple months ago, only alcohol deliveries I used to see is basic bottom line base pay, which is $2. And then the customer gives you the tip on the back end. So you pretty much be gambling, and in a business form, I don't want to be gambling, so no, I prefer just not to do them. Now, I did see a couple of them that tip a little bit more. I mean, not tip, but go up a little bit on base pay, but I just personally like to focus on the front numbers, not what I could get. That doesn't make sense. If I get an alcohol order, and what if it take me 40 minutes to an hour or something, and they don't tip? That means that whole time I accepted the order at face value at $2 and don't get tipped. And then on top of that, oh my God, DoorDash service does not equate to what it's asking you to do. Meaning, if I have no signal, I can't finish the freaking order. And if y'all been following my channel, if y'all don't, check out my videos. I go live a lot. I ain't gonna say all the time. I go live a lot. So check it out, you know, plug in for the lab, man. We got a good squad. A lot of good people to come around who does Doordash in all different variants, full-time, middle time, a little bit, super part-time, whatever. Just check out the lab. But you can see in my labs, I mostly do work downtown Chicago because it's tip-based and the tips are on average higher. There are some no tips down there, but it is what it is. But if you see my labs and see where I go, most of the time I go to really tall buildings. What is the problem with a cell phone and really tall buildings? No signal. So I have a $100, a couple jugs, a couple of cases of beer, all the way on the 28th floor with no signal, so I cannot complete the freaking order. And DoorDash still has not came up with a solution after all these years to the no signal problem. We are in almost every major city. No ifs, ands, or buts. I almost guarantee you, DoorDash is in every major city. Every major city have at least buildings that's 10 stories or higher. Why haven't y'all figured that part out? I don't see why we still have to scan the IDs. It just doesn't make sense to me. All this technology I got, y'all can't make the customer scan their face or scan. It's all no. And I've said this on live before. So it is what it is on that particular situation. But yeah, that part is irritating me. It's a lot of hassle, and just for you, the possibility of you getting a tip on the back end. I don't like to take them chances. I like to make my money. I like to see my orders up front and make the money that I see I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna take chances on trying to predict, oh, maybe they'll feel bad for being. Nah, I'm cool. I'm sorry. Just ain't. Cash on delivery. I'm not gonna lie, most of my experience with the cash on delivery has been good. I just don't personally like the what is kind of like projecting. Like, I don't want them to project in people's minds that we're riding around with cash. I don't like that imagery. There's a lot of people, I don't care myself personally, but just a lot of people, a lot of frailer people, older people. It's people that can't defend themselves physically, or certain situations that probably look more like they could be taken advantage of. So I don't like what it projects like we had cash on us. So it's kind of a more of a political reason of why I don't like cash or delivery, even though my personal experience have all actually been good. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I don't like it. So I just have it turned off. And I already just talked about the shopping. Like, I just am not a good shopper. Don't get me wrong. If it gets to, I get put in a box where I need to start turning on the shopping and get used to it, I will. Not knocking y'all shoppers. I'm not a good shopper myself, and I'm easily irritable. So I just try to get up out of there. I try to avoid it to some extent. It's just not my key. But use these if you got the opportunity. I heard each market has a different set of preferences. Some of you guys can have shop only on. It's all types of stuff depending on market to market. What I would strongly suggest, if you guys have access to that, check it out. Turn on stuff, turn off stuff, leave it all on. It's up to you, you know. But so maybe if certain of these things don't fit, or you had multiple bad experience, maybe you could turn it off. Use while you can, because I went years without using it, and I love it. That part, at least DoorDash does something right. At least they did that much, man. Hey, if y'all made this far in the video, man, touch the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe to Hustler. See if I'm on live. I go live a lot, so just check it out, man. It's real fun. We be having a good time, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Hustler out. Hey.